Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing today? It's so very nice to have you here. And today I want to speak a little more about our upcoming intensive for returning students. Truth exalts a holy person. Truth elevates or chooses a holy person. And the meaning of that in today's world. And this intensive is designed for our returning students. However, because it's the only event in August, we are opening it to everybody. So anybody that is interested can come. And I'm going to speak on a variety of themes or topics as usual. But most of all, I really want to bring us experientially even more into the direct experience of presence, into the direct knowing of truth, consciousness, God, our true nature. And one of the themes I will be speaking about is, what does that mean to give everything up for freedom? We spoke about this before, for freedom, don't believe anything, right? What does it mean? What does it mean to give everything up for freedom? Because we might have some understanding or misunderstanding about that. As we have engaged in many different spiritual practices before, we might have been associated with different spiritual teachings. And, who knows also what imprints we already bring into this life. And so often, consciously or not, so often subconsciously actually, we want to come at this issue from the outside. We want to emulate, what we perceive as that's what awakened or enlightened or spiritual looks like. That's the types of clothes we wear, or the types of food we eat, or the types of behaviors we engage in. And even though there really is a change in behavior or in the way we are, not so much in behavior, but in the way we are with what arises in the world, there is a change in that when we are naturally more at rest in presence. But it's not something that happens by, emulating a behavior from the outside. It is the actual result of being naturally present in our true nature. So to give everything up for freedom means to really give up our association with the mind. And I'm going to say that again, to give everything up for freedom means to give up our association with the mind. That's the true meaning of this. There's this term in Sanskrit called brahmacharya, which so often is being translated as celibacy. And then that's misunderstood again, as really like giving up on life in certain ways. But true brahmacharya again means to renounce the mind, to renounce our association with the mind. And that can happen, as you know, that can happen anywhere at any time. It doesn't matter what circumstances you are in. It doesn't matter what the circumstances in your life are. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. None of that, it doesn't matter obviously what clothes you're wearing or what food you're eating. None of these, even though there may be again certain benefits from some of these things, some of these changes, right? But none of that really ultimately matters in the moment, right? Because all that matters is where is our attention. And even right now, as you're sitting here, you can either give your attention to what arises, thought, feeling, sensation, emotion, or you can simply, directly, innocently Give your attention to our true nature. So like this, give everything up for freedom, moment by moment by moment. And everything else comes from that. We have to be careful, because even those of us who have been sitting with this and in the recognition of presence for a long time, we still believe the mind, right? We still oftentimes don't even realize the subtle, movements of the mind. We don't even realize we are thinking, right? Give everything up for freedom. Give up the association with the mind. So I'm very much looking forward to our time together. If you haven't been to our course, it's very experiential. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe and like and comment. We really appreciate that. It helps us to be more visible, and it helps for more people to enjoy this. So until the next time.